Well, I think the debacle has really disadvantaged the players. Why? Psychologically, sports is more psychology. You look at the fact that most of the events that we've been doing well, so far we've not done well. For example, in the 3,000 meter steeplechase, we only have one lady, Chepsol, who has qualified for the finals. But in this particular event, and I've been saying it on this show, that the 3,000 meter steeplechase has always been our piece of cake, but it's slowly moving away from us. Chepsol is in the finals. Look at the fact that she's going to fight it out with fellow Kenyans who have defected, guys who are born in Kenya, but currently they are going to run for other countries. We have Noah, who is going to run for Kazakhstan. We also have Wilfred Yavi, who is going to run for Bahrain. Basically, it's Kenya versus... Sorry? It's basically
Boris running for you.
Kenya versus Kenya in the 3,000 steeplechase. So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that other than the fiasco that we've been having off the pitch, we're also having fiasco on the pitch. The fact that the guys who were born Kenyans are not going to participate for Kenya. But having said that, I think the debacle, for me, it's a blessing in disguise. I know I run the risk of being fried on this show, but the fiasco that is happening now, for me, is a blessing in disguise as far as the sports fraternity is concerned. Why am I saying so? I'm saying this because it's high time that whoever is going to be the president of this country should look at sports differently. We've been having sports ministers in this country who, for me, are not really up to the task. For lack of a better word. Time has come that the sport ministry must be given the attention that it deserves. We need to have somebody who knows what exactly happens. And having said that, also, the federations. Guys, our federations is full of, for lack of a better word, I term them as retirement homes. You look at the guys who are heading these federations, I'm sorry. Look at the tennis federation, for example. Look at the Kenya Cycling Federation for another example. You'll realize that these are federations that are run by people who have done their bit elsewhere. They're just coming into the sport to finish their careers. Time has come that sports in this country must be taken serious.
Right, and for it to be taken serious,
exactly.
Yes, sorry.
What I mean is this. Now, let me give you an
because if we are to look at it, Athletics Kenya has been the best federation. So who are we blaming this visa issue for? It's not the federation.
I've not come to the visa issue. No, you've given me a good challenge. Eh? What was your first question?
Listen, because you're talking about the tennis federation, you're talking about the cycling federation. But which has been the best federation recently?
Athletics.
Internally.
No, but this is different. Different from
No. I like the way he's brought it.
Okay.
It's internally. That can be the best of our worst.
Correct.
Why am I saying so? The Athletics Kenya in this country has not done an election for the last 8 years. They are the best of our worst.
But have they run the sport nicely?
Not really.
Who brought the...
No, let me answer you. When you bring a question, let me answer. You've asked, have they run the federation well? If it were not the fact that Omanyala is the one who came last, we could have not been talking about this thing. There are several people who have not gone for that trip. Even the team manager of the national team has not traveled.
Even journalists.
The reason why we are only talking about this thing is because Ferdinand Omanyala was our pride. And in fact, the people who planned this thing, I think they planned it wrongly. If I was the... Okay, sorry. If I was the one planning this thing, Omanyala should have traveled fast. So that we...
Like a week before.
Yes, so that we don't expect... But just to inform you, this is not the first time we're having this debacle. It's simply because our star remained behind.
Let me ask you a question. Your process ilikuwaje? AK will submit 80 names, sindio? Kwa ministry.
When?
So, ilikuwa forward, sindio? Omanyala come out. There is a story also that there was some misinformation. Who do you blame that to?
No, that would you blame the athlete.
Sindio? Sindio? Sasa mbona tunaenda kwa federation, tunapiga federations ha?
Interesting aspect Kiande is bringing.
Kuna athlete, listen, kuna athlete aliitwa interview 9 am alienda 5. Hiyo pia ni
you don't blame.
Hiyo ni federation.